to do another quest. We're going to do Priest in Peril. We should be able to do this one relatively quickly. I've been working on skilling like hard freaking core. Like, I got Agility to 32, I got Thieving to 32, but this needs to be 53, and this needs to be like 45. So I'm still pretty far off. But I gotta do I gotta get more quests done because I need another 100 quest points, and that's gonna be a bit of a challenge too. So to break up the monotony of training thieving in particular, I guess agility is pretty bad too. I figured I'd do a couple quests. This will enable me to be able to do a couple other quests. Priest in Peril is a pretty important one. It'll allow me to do animal magnetism, and it'll allow me to do the nature quest, I think. And I think that gives me the cool little green snippy shears and the ability to go to Mortmire, I think. But we'll see. So we just started Priest in Peril, and what did I just do? Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. I'm gonna keep an eye on my my actual quest log, because yeah, because then it'll make sure it updates. So when I'm not actually doing the reading part of things, then it'll still update it, or I can make sure it's updated. So I got to head to far east of Vuric, which I think I have to go down this way and bank a right. Now, I didn't bring any food, and I'm using melee, which might be a bad thing, but I'm only fighting 2 level 30s, and I think my melee stats are about what a level 40 or a combat level 40 would be at, maybe, if you took range and magic out of the equation. Oh, I did do magic quite a bit too in Slayer. Slayer is not a requirement, but I was training magic while doing Slayer, kind of multitasking. I got level 172 black demons in the wilderness as a Slayer quest. Luckily, they're not too deep in the wilderness, and luckily they are weak to magic, so it helped me boost my magic up. I think I got 4 levels from fire giants and black demons, but the drop table is kind of pathetic for how for being a level 172. But you know, it is what it is. I don't make the rules, right? So yeah, so that's kind of disappointing, but I did get to level 21, which will allow me to use the Slayer Master in where I mine the gem rocks, Shiloh Village, I think, or Taiboiwani or whatever it's called, the other place, and it'll be better Slayer tasks. Unfortunately, I imagine there's going to be a lot more poisonous things down in the jungle, but it should be worth it in the long run. So you hear a voice at the door. Who are you? What do you want? Just say, the king sent me, and they're gonna be like, yo, kill this little puppy down in the basement. And I'm gonna be like, sure, and it's gonna be like a giant 3-story tall Cerberus. Will you do me a favor? Sure, I'm a helpful person. There's a horrible, okay, well at least they're honest. There's a horrible big dog underneath it that would be likely to kill me. I've been really bugging me, barking all the time and stuff. Will you please kill it for me, buddy? Buddy? Where does he have a right to call me buddy? Like, like I would ever be friends with somebody that wears red robes. Funny story is, when I trained my magic, I was wearing Zamorak robes, and and until I ended up in the wilderness, I was wearing my black demon mask. That I still can't sell, by the way. I sold 1 out of the 3. I drop a line every once in a while at the Grand Exchange, but nobody seems to want it. Now, when you're fighting this Temple Guardian, this level 30, you cannot do magic damage, from what I understand. Just a piece of information. Sea Slug quest. Only one quest point, but one more down. Okay. So now it wants me to... What does it want me to do? I don't think I can get in here. I think I need the key. Gate leading deeper into Mausoleum. Yeah, after killing the dog, I gotta go back up the ladder and go back to King Ralolodo. Now, the trouble with this quest, and the thing that's gonna take the longest, is the fact that I need to bring 50 unnoted essence over here, which is literally impossible without making 2 trips. So, yes. So let's see what these guys have to say, and then we're going to go back to Ralolodo, the king of Varric. Just completed Dwarven Canon. Self-explanatory. Catch you for the next one. I mean, when you really think about it, and even if you read everything or you don't, like, a lot of the RuneScape characters are really freaking dumb. Like, I know, like, I'm kind of breaking the fourth wall by, like, being able to see inside the buildings and stuff. But I mean, if you're standing outside a door and they won't open the door and you're supposed to be there and they're laughing maniacally, it's probably a good hint that they're up to no good. Or at the very least they're hiding something. And in my experience with people hiding things is if they're willing to hide something long enough, regardless of how much damage it's going to do to a relationship, then, it's probably something bad. It's not a birthday cake. So that's just there's a piece of knowledge for you guys. If somebody's hiding something and they're lying to you, it's probably something bad. Otherwise, why jeopardize the relationship? That's my advice column of the day. So I'm going to go back, talk to King Relado. Becoming rage, explain that the dog was guarding the place, and want me to go back with a bunch of rune essence. I guess to... Oh, you know what? I brought this stupid stuff to teleport back here, and I ended up running anyway. Man, sometimes I don't use my brain. But that's alright. I mean, that's fine. I guess I'll just put it away, because I'll have to walk back anyway. I should buy, like, teleport tabs, if those are still even a thing. But, like, I am trying to get a bond while I'm doing this, and I'm up to 1 mil already. Basically 1 mil. If I could sell the 2 masks, I'd have about 1.1 mil, maybe 1.2. But I don't know how long that's going to take. I made quite a bit off of the topaz and the gems. And I actually probably have about 200k in jewelry to make yet. I just bought the gold to do it. So they're like, made a mistake, killed the dog. And that's when they figure out that they're imposters. And they're like, go back and do what you got to do to fix your mistake. I must return to the temple and find out what happened to the real Drizzle, or the king will have me executed. That sounds about appropriate. In reality, I kind of, I saved the world from a demon. I killed the most feared dragon in non-members. And now I just did the king a favor, and just because there was a little mix-up with him and his friend, they're gonna kill the messenger because I killed their puppy. Like, come on, that doesn't sound very fair. I mean, to be honest, if somebody killed my puppy, whether it be an accident or on purpose, they probably wouldn't be in good shape when the ordeal was done. But I mean, you gotta try to use your head a little bit. So it says I need to have 1 bucket and 1 empty inventory space. So we're just going to dump all the runes and we'll walk this because it's not needed. It just makes life easier. and I have my Rune Essence. And to be honest, I think, like, if we do this right, I might be able to do this in less than 20 minutes. And that's, like, gauging the run and stuff, you know, not wasting it, and not making any mistakes. And both things are rather difficult. So I'm going to travel back. I got to knock again. The door will swing open. I got to kill one of the monks, and I get a key. And then when I get the key, I can go further down the dungeon, I think. I know, go to the top floor, use the flight of stairs, and then climb the ladder. Excuse me. And then climb the ladder in the south. Yep, lost my train of thought because I had to look at the fence. Alright. Climb the ladder in the south corner and talk through options. Use the talk through option found on the cell door to talk to the real Drizzo. Ask him about the Holy River. Next, go back down. The trap door in the dungeon. Use the gold key from your inventory. You can pass through the gate in Peter Domus dungeon, where the Guardian was located earlier. After traversing the path, you will see some monuments. Study them, and you will notice them has an iron key in it. Use the golden key on to swap keys, and use your bucket on the well to fill with murky water. Alright, so this door is going to crash open. I'm going to kill one of these guys. It's got to be the level 30. I wonder if I can get the actual monk hood. That would be super kind of cool. Die, die, die. What do I have? Super strength? That sounds good. What is this? Incredible reflexes? Sure. How about some steel skin, too? Okay. Golden key. Let's actually probably be a good idea to turn this off before we pray. My prayer was still down from those stupid ghost spiders. But now we are fine. So I'm going to climb up the ladder, and talk to the prisoner. And apparently he's just going to tell us a bunch of junk. Wonder what the coffin's all about. I didn't say anything in the quest book, so I'm not going to mess with it. So I just did animal magnetism. I highly recommend this quest to anybody that's doing range. I mean, I recommend this quest to anybody, but particularly people that are doing range. It's just fantastic. Like, it's well worth it, and the sooner you do it, the better. And I'm just going to completely space out through all of that. And that guy can talk. Sure, yes, of course. Whatever you say. And... Jeez, it's like a small book. Okay. He said good luck, so I'm imagining I did things right. So this should tell me to go back down in the temple, or the thing. I need to find the key to his cell and free him. You can swap any of the golden monuments with the regular version. If what item... I don't understand. I'm a little confused. Study them. One of them have an iron key. Swap for the key. Get a bucket of murky water. But it doesn't say anything about his... Hey, something about the call. Okay. Let's just stick with this. I think I understand. That coffin does come into play. I kind of thought so. Like, I think I did this quest a little bit closer to the end of when I was playing my old account. So I kind of remember this one a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit. Alright, we gotta swap for the key. Swap for the iron key. Stop wasting energy. So, golden statues. Okay, so, yeah, so one of these are going to have an iron key. There it is. So we got the iron key. We got the bucket of funky water. And now we can go back to the top floor and we get to use the water on that said coffin, which is a really cool coffin, by the way. Like, it seems kind of small for a human person, but it's a cool looking coffin. It's the coffin for the dog I murdered. I'm assuming that all of this essence is going down that well. That's my guess. Like I said, I don't really remember, but I kinda got this. This water doesn't look particularly holy to me. Oh, uh, this will work on the cell door, I think. But he's like the dwarf. He's like, I'm just gonna stay here. There's less people trying to kill me in behind these bars. Okay, so Mr. Drezel blessed my water. So now we can dump it on this funky coffin. And I think that's it for the fight. Like, there's no more fights. So at least I don't think there's any more fights. You'll find if the water is not blessed, he will bless it. I'll tell you to meet him in the dungeon. Now return to the bank get a full inventory of rune essence or pure essence. Yada yada yada. Find Drizzle, talk to him, give him 50 rune essence. So this is where the 2 trips come in. This is where the having a teleport might come in handy, but then again, I don't think I can make 2 trips and have a teleport. Unless I wore the staff, then I probably could. I got rid of the bucket, but it's fine. It's not that far. We can manage. I think I'm actually a little excited to get this dagger. It's pretty much useless, but it looks cool. It also gives you prayer experience, which is always welcomed. So I'll find Drizzle down here doing his thing. I hope I went to the right place. I don't see a Drizzle. Was I supposed to go back and talk to him? Well, so much for this taking 20 minutes. Yeah, talk to Drizzle again, and he'll say he'll meet you down here. I gotta go back and talk to him. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Well, it's gonna be close to 20 minutes, if that's any better. I plan to do a bunch of other quests to get the 100, to get like 20 or 30 quest points tonight. So I'm gonna tag a bunch of those onto this video. Maybe do another actual quest. I was looking for Merlin's Crystal, and I'm thinking about doing that one. But I kind of don't want to plan too far ahead, because sometimes whenever I think a quest is going to take me 15 minutes, it takes me an hour. And then sometimes when a quest I think is going to take me an hour, it ends up taking me 15 minutes. So I mean, I don't do the research for everything. So, oh no, now I'm locked in. Okay, so now he'll meet me down the mausoleum. That's really annoying. I wish like things that you are mandatory that you talk to somebody and they're in the exact same room as you. I wish it would just do a cutscene, or make sure you talk to him before you left the room. It would save a lot of time. Because I mean, I performed the actions required. I guess that's just my idea, though. You know, who listens to me anyway? He's a little further back than I thought he was going to be. This is for the next quest. The one that deals with more vampires and werewolves and stuff. Um, Return to the dungeon monument room, and then go through the gate pass, talk to Drizzle. He will tell you he needs 50 rune, give him the inventory of essence. So why are you not taking this? Okay, so I have to physically use it on him. So I need 24 more, which I bought 38 of them on the Grand Exchange. So, because I had 12 already, so I have exactly 50 in my bank. I don't know who that is. Mango juice, though. That's kind of cool. I wonder if he's gonna try to chat me up in the friends thing, because I have my private chat off because I tend to get harassed no matter what game I play, so I just don't talk to anybody. The other night, somebody was like, I was fishing, and like somebody just kept repeating themselves over and over and over, like different ways. It wasn't like a bot that was programmed to say something every once in a while to, you know, throw off suspicion. It was some guy that was just like talking about a particular subject, but really annoying. Like somebody, like, when you get that person that is in like one of those special classes, and you can't really fault them because there's something wrong with them, but they keep screaming chocolate cake, every once in a while. That was this guy, except he's smart enough to play RuneScape, which, I mean, doesn't take like a whole lot of brain power, but probably smart enough to not, be annoying. But and then like the worst part about it was the other people that I was there fishing with were like encouraging him, like, "Oh, that's so funny, that's so funny." I'm like, not really. I mean, I don't understand where that's funny. Now another guy was there, was telling jokes, and he had a couple that were actually kind of funny, but just I don't understand people anymore. That's it. That's what it is. I don't understand people. Got like That's when you're getting old. When you're like, how do you possibly find that entertaining? Like dubstep. I almost had somebody stab me to death because I said dubstep was stupid, which is completely true. I mean, yeah, it might be cool as like background music for like different video games. I'm sure it has its place, but to just sit and actually listen to dubstep all the time, like, or even like to purposely want to listen to dubstep outside of like, during normal everyday life, like, there's got to be something wrong with you. like, sorry, but I mean, I kind of feel the same way about like country music, but at least there's some instances where country music isn't that bad. There's some instances, like, I hate rap music for the most part. I think it's a bunch of, people full of themselves acting like they're bigger men than what they really are because they're, behind their paycheck and their microphone. But, you know, and there's a place where rap music isn't all that bad. Like, okay, so my playlist, like, not my playlist I have now, because the playlist I have now is technically somebody else's playlist, but my typical playlist usually has a lot of, like, R&B and, like, older punk, like, late 80s, early 90s, Sum 41, Blink 182, um, My Chem, different stuff like that, but I also have a little bit of Eminem. I also have a little bit of Akon, which is technically R&B, but he has some rap too. Uh, I think there's a Toby Keith song or two I like Luke Bryant. There's a few, but like dubstep, nope, not a single dubstep song I could find that would make my playlist. It's like I had the song that Spanish song where like don't speak Americano, and it's like a repetitive beat. Like that's on my phone, but I literally never listen to it. Like it'll come on, and unless my hands are busy, I skip it every single time. And I'm like, why don't I just delete it? And then I think to myself, like, you know what? Someday, someday I might want to actually listen to it. But you know, it's like that, I guess. You know, I can't. But dubstep can't find a single reason to have a single one of those songs on my phone, or even it. Like I have one person that I used to be friends with, or are friends with, or may have never been friends with. I don't really know, but they were like super into dubstep, and I'm like, why? Like it sounds like normal music went mute and had an epileptic seizure. But hey, there we go. Catch you guys for the next one. Hey guys. So I just did Tears of Guthix. I accidentally clicked off the screen of the reward, but I got the right to use the right to use Tears of Guthix and I don't know some other stuff. Once again, sorry about the whole priest and peril thing. I'm gonna try to sprinkle these things in there whenever the more boring parts are. So later on.